I'm already booked out. Why would I ever need more leads right now? Uh, so take a step back and just think if you are booked out, let's just call it 6 weeks, 8 weeks, all that means is you have a bottleneck. Your bottleneck, and by the way, you might be comfortable with this, and that's perfectly okay. But you might have a bottleneck, and the bottleneck is that you don't have enough crews to take care of the work that you have coming in. Um, the question is, I'm already booked out. Why would I even need more leads right now? Well, if you're happy where you are and you're good with being booked out and customers waiting, however long, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or more, and if they're okay with that, then that's fine. Like you're in a good spot. But if you are wanting to scale more, you're going to need to do the hard stuff, which is finding more crews, taking what you're doing right now and just duplicating it. If you want to do double what you're doing now, if you're making 1.5 million, you want to make 3 million, just double what you're doing now. You're going to pay more people. You'll have more overhead, yes, but you'll have more revenue coming in. So you don't need my leads. You don't need the leads that I would provide for you. You could keep doing what you're doing if you're happy doing that. But again, we work with a lot of clients that are all about scaling, are about growth. So we take them from a $1 million roofing company to a $5 million roofing company or 10 million. We take a $3 million company and bring them to a $15 million company. But you have to want to scale. Otherwise, if you're already booked out and you don't want to hire anybody else, then it's going to be a tough. It's not a tough road, I guess. It's just that's where you want to stand. That's your sweet spot. That's where you're used to, and you don't want to either take the liability or whatever the reasoning is. But if you do want to scale, then you obviously need more leads, and then more jobs coming in to fill your sales crews, fill your installation crews, and all that. So, yeah, I mean, if you're already booked out, good job, kudos. But if you want to grow more, you're gonna need more leads coming in. Um, there's another question: do I have to do anything technical, or do you handle all of it? Um, so we handle it all. You don't have to do anything technical. The biggest mover that you're going to have to do is in the beginning giving us access. But we have a simple, easy link that you can use and click on to provide us access to all of your assets, like Facebook ads, Facebook page, your Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google LSA, your website, all that stuff. Google Search Console. Once we get access to all that, then from there, it's pretty simple. We handle everything. You don't have to lift a finger after that, except for fielding in the people who want to hire you, which you should already have that process down. But if you are let's say a roofing company or windows and doors company, and you're doing 500,000 minimum per year, which is like the threshold just for us to work with you, then we'll be able to help you scale. Will show you the systems that you need to put in place if you don't already have them in place for scaling. We know the text systems, the text, the call, emailing, how many times you need to follow up with people, CRMs. I mean, we know it all. It's just you got to be willing to want to jump in and have that hunger to scale your company. Then we can actually help you scale. But no, to answer the question again, do I have to have anything or do anything technical, or do you handle all of it? Yes, we handle it all for you. How fast until I actually see calls coming in? So we calls and leads are going to be two different things. We'll get leads coming in. A call is a lead, but a lead isn't only a call. A lead can also be a form fill. You got people who only want to text. You got people who want to call on the phone without texting and without form fill. Then you got people who only want to form fill and want you to call them back, but they don't want to text you. They don't want to call you. They want to wait for something back. A lot of times, those type of people, they're usually filling out other forms, and so it's going to be speed to lead. So first person when they fill it out, the first company that gives them a call or is available for a call. A lot of times, what's happening right now is people are, and I probably could do it right now, um, but I've been like, let's just say a window tinting company for my car. I would call 5 or 6 of them before anybody would pick up the phone. I'm like, dude, it's a Tuesday, and like, I got, it's not huge jobs for window tinting, but it's like $400, that they're gonna make, $200-300 on. So why aren't they picking up the phone? Well, if you had an AI receptionist that has your calendar already in sync with it, it's so easy to um, have it answer the phone call. Say if it's a two-man operation, they're both doing window tinting. Have this system. It'll cost you $100 a month, and it'll pay for itself 10 times over. Have it answer the call. Have it schedule them and ask them what they need and what they want, and then it schedules them on your calendar automatically. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay for Susie Q to come inside and be in your shop and take calls. You don't have to do all that. There's technology out there to help with this. So, how fast until I actually see calls coming in? It's gonna be, we get you set up. So we have a $750 trial. It is that you pay that, which is our management fee for the first month. That's your trial fee, and then you pay your own ad spend, which could be anywhere at a minimum of $100 to $150 a day. Most clients are paying more than that, but $100 to $150 to get entry for the month, and then in the first couple weeks, we'll tell you, okay, based on your market, based on this is how much you're gonna have to actually spend per day in order to exit what's called the algorithm learning phase for your ads to be totally optimized and then just be pumping out leads. And then you'll have like a regular cost per lead that you'll go off of. But after, it's 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours to get your campaign, everything set up, your ads, your campaigns, your content. We'll completely redo and revamp your Facebook page if it's not something that people need to want to see, or if it's not aesthetically like set. We need to be able to set you up in a way that people don't have a reason to say no. Like, that's all people are doing is going on your profile and saying, "Oh, I saw your ad. Now I'm going to go on your profile." He has one follower, no reviews, posts from 2024. Your cover image and your logo and your profile pic look outdated. You might just be a great brand name in the market, but there's people who haven't heard of you, and if your presentation looks garbage, they're going to go and give the time of day to another company who actually looks like they know what they're doing. Not everybody's old school, not everybody's new school. The new school people are going to check this stuff. The old school people don't care. They're just going to be like, I just need to talk to somebody and give them a call. But at the same time, you need to appeal to not just one type of person. You need to appeal to all people. That's why you got to give text options. That's why you got to give calling options. That's why you got to give form options. That's why you got to give, financing options. That's why you got to do all this stuff so that you can appeal to the largest cohort of people that you want to go after. Because, one job of somebody that you skip over because you're not appealing to them, could be your whole month. It could make your whole month. So, leads start coming in within 24 hours after campaigns start. And campaigns start typically 24 to 48 hours after you get signed up with us. So we move very, very quickly. We don't waste any time. We get started quickly because we want you to see these leads coming in and see how well this is going rather than working with a marketing company and they go, oh, well, your onboarding is going to be, you paid. And then they say your onboarding is going to be in like 4 days. And then 4 days go by. Hopefully they don't reschedule, but let's just say they don't. And then 4 days go by and you guys have your meeting and then they lay everything out to you and they say, we're going to start building everything. And then their team takes another week to 2 weeks to build everything. And then from there, they're going to go through their quality checks. And then now you're almost a month in. And so you probably have like 4 days to 4 to 7 days before you get any leads. And then they're billing you again. Us, within 3 days, your leads will start coming in. 24 to 48 hours for the campaigns to go live. Within 24 hours after that, leads start coming in and you start signing people up. Yeah, so that's how fast until I actually see calls coming in. And again, those will come in calls and form fills. What does this cost and what do I get for it? So already touched on that. It's going to be $750 for the startup fee. And then it's going to be anywhere after that. Once you see all of the leads that come in, your closing rate, how quality the leads are. Our latest window and door company, they're a fairly newer company, probably in the last 8 months. They did the trial. Within 3 weeks, they signed up for an actual full-on program. And the reason why is because they had, in the entire 8 months with the leads that I brought in, they had their entire company's best month in their company. Now, it wasn't a long time. They were only doing business for 8 months, but these are guys that created a company. They came from another big window and door installer, and they started this, and they actually have been gaining a lot of traction in the market that they're in. All I did was throw fuel to the fire, and they were with another company before us that did their marketing. But the problem was they got all tire kickers. People wouldn't close. They had like a 5% closing rate. And this is something that they said. They didn't get more leads from us. All of the leads were just higher quality. So it was a higher closing rate, and the people bought more windows and doors, and so they were bigger jobs. So same amount of leads, better quality, bought more from them. That's how scaling goes. And then you just go from taking money from there, put it back into spending. Now we go from $150, $200 a day to $400. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. And we're getting ready to scale up again. What does this cost me? That's what I just answered. Am I locked into some long-term contract? Nope, we don't do contracts. The only time we do contracts is we do them for clients who ask us. For example, we have a couple clients that, have a hierarchy of people in their company and they need a contract or an agreement so that they can give to the people who make the bigger financial decisions above them. And then they give it to them and they say, yep, this is good. And basically it's a month-to-month contract. And some people ask for like if they can get a discount for a year-long contract. And usually those are people that I've been working with for 6 months or longer. And I mean, I'm happy to, this is typically how that goes. I usually don't discount the actual cost. I'll add in some things. If they want to do a year-long contract, I'll add in some other benefits of stuff that they didn't have, and we'll just do them monthly. So like reputation management. There's a few other things that we can do. Something cool that we also do is we can get reviews removed from Google. So bad reviews, we get those removed from Google. So let's say that you have a 4.9 star rating, or maybe like a 4.6, 4.4, 4.2, and you've got like 8 bad reviews. We have a system to be able to get rid of those reviews systematically, and there is a cost for it. But again, depending on the contract that we have or agreement that you want, if you want a year, Like, we'll throw in, like, we'll eat that cost to be able to do that, and then we just pay our team to be able to remove those reviews. uh, am I locked into something long? Nope. All month to month. The trust and da 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 da. Have you actually worked with roofers before? Or am I a guinea pig? So this is one of the points that we talk about when we sign up new clients. Is none of our clients are a guinea pig. Um, every client we have, we only take on clients. Let me rephrase this. We take on clients who we know will win for. We're like your attorney down the road who has a 100% win rate. And that's because he only takes clients that he knows he's going to win on. And he declines everybody else. Well, we're the same way. Roofing, windows and doors, plumbing, HVAC, and there's a couple other ones sprinkled in there that'll do well. Like we do med spas. We do yeah, med spas is a big one. We do like pressure washing. The only problem with pressure washing is you have to have a pretty big company because pressure washing jobs are not that big. You have to do volume. So you have to have multi crews, multi locations for it to make sense with the cost that we charge. Because typically we work with bigger ticket companies. So yeah, no one's a guinea pig with us. What if it doesn't work for me? And this is a benefit of signing on with us. We are probably the most reasonable people you'll work with. If for whatever reason it doesn't work out, let's just say um, you're in it for 2 days. And it doesn't work out, you're like, oh, I don't know, I need the money back. So we'll give you the money back. Like, we don't care. Um, Obviously, like, you have to put a good foot forward. Go the 30 days. If we don't do what we say we do, we usually say a minimum of 30 leads, 30 to 35 leads in 30 days. And if we don't hit that number, then we'll give you your $750 back. I mean, obviously, at that point, I mean, you would want to look and say, okay, these leads are awesome, and we closed 20 of them, and we've had the best month of our company history. You're more than likely not gonna say, hey, Brent, we didn't hit the 30 mark. Can I have my money back? You wouldn't do that. You'd say, hey, listen, this is going well. We're closing a lot of people from the leads you're getting us. What do we got to do to get more? And then we would break down an average cost per lead. We'd have your closing rate. You'd say, okay, I want to close this many. Well, then we just do the math. It's a little arithmetic, and we figure out how much we have to spend per day in order to hit that number based on an average cost per lead. And then boom, you're hitting your number after a month. So, yeah. So that's if it doesn't work. But again, we don't have any clients this doesn't work for. And if we ever come short of our number, it's usually because of a bottleneck from the client who's like, oh, we can only spend, $25 for the next week or something. Well, that's gonna drop the lead amounts dramatically.